right, so these oils that I'm going to talk about now are just kind of the last couple oils that we're using from an overall wellness perspective. It's not to say that we don't have tons of other oils we're using in the house, because we are, and I can help you figure out what other oils, if you've got different things that you're experiencing, things that you want to change, that's what I'm here for. That's what my community's here for, is to help people figure out the best way to do things in their individual households. But these are two other things that we're using to support ourselves from an overall wellness. And so as most of you probably have experienced, especially even the moms since having kids, is that our bodies get more frequent aches and pains. As we're getting older, we're just starting to feel like a little more run down, or for myself, I had a ton of trouble with sciatic pain after having my kids. After having my daughter, as soon as I started carrying that first baby on the hip all the time, it just put my back and my hip just out of whack. And I went for 3 months of physio, just trying to relieve that constant pain that I was in. So when I had my second child, I was sure that I was going to be in like a good 3 months or so of pain again. And I was in excruciating pain from it. I had sciatic pain before, from strenuous workouts and things like that. I've always known the feeling of when it goes all the way down my leg, but I've always been able to release it with good stretching and things like that. And when I did the whole baby on the hip kind of thing, I just could not shake that pain. And so I did, like I said, I went to 3 months of physio, learned some really great exercises, things to help treat it. But, it took a really long time. So again, when I had my second, it was time to try and figure out, okay, what was I going to do differently this time? And I used essential oils that time around, because with my daughter, I hadn't been introduced to them yet. And so the difference was the oils that I was using. And at first sign of these pains, I was doing the stretches I had learned, but I was applying essential oils that were helping to manage pain. And it meant the difference of not going to physio at all and being able to relieve that pain at home by myself. And I was nowhere near in that same amount of pain. I did have a bit of a sciatic pinch, but I was able to relieve it on my own. And that was a huge win for me, knowing that I could do something about it myself, and knowing that I had tools to help deal with that. So 2 of the things that I've used around my house for pain is 2 different blends. So the first blend is called Panaway, and Panaway has like a real wintergreen smell. It's got wintergreen in it, but also has helichrysum, and it's a really great oil for pain relief. This was what kind of won my husband over in terms of essential oils, when he kind of thought it was all hocus pocus type stuff. Was just the pain relief that he was getting. He had an prior shoulder injury, and he does hard labor at work, and so he was always in kind of a state of pain from his shoulder. And this is the one thing that has made a true difference for him, is just the way the Panaway works for him. And so I don't find like there's no cooling effect or anything like that from this oil. It's just, for me, it's like if you're paying attention to your body where you've put it, that you have pain. I've got this one in a roller again, so I dilute it so it's ready for him to use. But if I put it on, I will just notice that the pain is relieved from using it. So things that we use them for, any kind of pain. So when I was having sciatic, this would be the first thing that I would put on. Menstrual cramps, abdomen, put it on your abdomen. Shoulder pain, headaches from tension. The one thing about Panaway is that helichrysum is actually a really amazing, you can look up what the benefits to that is, but some of their the most amazing benefits is like the help that it provides to damaged tissue. So it helps to repair tissue and nerves and things like that. It's a mighty expensive oil, the helichrysum, so it's really a nice complement in this blend with the Panaway and stuff like that, because not only is it relieving the pain, but it's actually impacting your muscles and its ability to repair and everything. So it's great oil to have around the house for any kind of pain, and actually making a difference in like turning things around, so actually relieving the muscles. So you definitely a great one to have around if you have pain. And then the second one that we use, and I use this a ton in my house, this is kind of my go-to for pain, is called Deep Relief. And Deep Relief has like a peppermint and has some tree oils in it. And it is more of the cooling, tingling feel. So like I said, this one doesn't really have like a cooling effect. You just kind of notice the pain is going away. This one is like I feel the cool and the tingle, and with that, my pain is disappearing. So I will use this because of the peppermint and stuff like that. Like sometimes I'll just use this all over my belly if I'm not feeling good or anything like that. Like it gives that same relief. You get that cool tingle. Tension in the shoulders. You can have any kind of pain. Deep relief is great for like any kind of, so I would do like my sciatic pain, I would do this, and then maybe 2 hours later I would do this, and then I would just interchange a few times and make sure that with your stretches and stuff like that. And this combination is what relieved that sciatic pain for me. And anytime that I do kind of get a reemergence of that, usually it's from a strenuous workout or something I've done that I probably shouldn't have in a workout. These two oils save the day. So I just use them and do my stretches, and they're truly amazing. So kind of a matter of preference, which one you like, or use either one intermittently of what you like for pain relief. Like I said, this is kind of my husband's go-to, and this one's mine. So yeah, it's amazing oils to have around the house, because when we're not in pain, overall we're feeling better, and that's contributing to our overall wellness feeling. So my next video is going to get started talking about some of the other ways that we're supporting our bodies to try to achieve wellness.